Alright guys, welcome to the Reddit video that I said I would do. It took like 2 weeks for me to even reopen it. Yeah, I don't know. I checked before. First post I would come across is like complaining and just crying, usual, you know, the stuff I'm trying to avoid now. First post I come across today, I'm still gonna make this video. I have to make the video. I gotta like get back into Reddit at least every so often. But I know people are complaining how easy this was, but Supercell had fun. Why are people complaining about this in the first place? Why are people complaining about it at all? It was just fun. It was just straight up fun. How, like, I had so much fun with it. How are people finding ways to complain about this stuff? Also, before we sort by top of whatever, I also saw this post, and I really just thought nothing to do with the actual post. My thoughts of this were, wow, I should really start doing like the old series that I used to do, where I used to like draw brawlers as like meme template, or not really meme templates, but like I would just draw them in like goofy ways. Like I drew Fang as Aaron Yeager throwing his that one punch, spoilers. But you know, I drew that. I drew some other things. Let me show you real quick. These were all for thumbnails, by the way, but I just drew them as like anime characters before. I mean, certain people were doing it, but it was just kind of fun. Like we have Carl. I think the reference was like a JoJo character. I don't exactly remember. This was like 5 years ago, so, but I feel like I've improved a little bit, so I might try some series where I draw. I accidentally paused the recording. Wow, that's just, okay. Well, here's Spike. And the hand is separated because I move it like into him. I can like move it around how I want it because I wanted to shape it for the thumbnail. But yeah, this video got no views of this Spike thumbnail. I was pretty disappointed. I thought it was gonna do well. I also used to draw my logo. So my logo after the crow logo, which I also drew that one, was Spike with a top hat, or maybe this was for a different channel. I don't exactly remember. I think it ended up here eventually, but I would change it per season. I was actually very happy with this, and low-key, I kind of wish I kept doing it, but the current logo is obviously very good. I did not draw my current logo though, but I drew it for different seasons. I mean, I feel like that's kind of epic. Like you got Halloween Spike, you got Christmas time Spike. Like, bro, I kind of miss my old look. Well, the reason I made Nubs 3 was because I wanted something that I could brand, and I put it on like merch, and then Brawl Stars added the exact like pumpkin face on a pin soon after, and I didn't know if it was because of me or what, but it was like my logo is supposed to be a pumpkin because I really like Halloween, and then it ended up being on a pumpkin in the game, like the exact face. I've never seen that face before in Brawl Stars, but okay, now let's move on to actual posts. Okay, so this is the top post of this week. Interesting. And, oh, yeah, the Stranger Things collab. I wonder how much we're going to see about this. But yeah, Brawl Stars will collab with other mobile games like Cut the Rope or some Japanese anime. I mean, they should do stuff like that. I would like to see them collab with other mobile games. I don't know about Cut the Rope, though. What would they even do? Like, they did Subway Surfers, which honestly worked pretty well. The events ended up getting a little bit dry eventually, and it really ruined modes like Showdown. That was the most of it. I liked it in most other places, but in Showdown, it made it very hard to do my challenges that I wanted to do, so I just started avoiding it, and then life became better. But yeah, Stranger Things, it was surprising for like 5 seconds, but then I realized that Stranger Things has been collabing with everything because they have their final season coming out, which yes, I am caught up, so I just have to rewatch it because I feel like I forgot everything. I think season 1 was my favorite, but it never really got bad, so I'm hoping. Dude, the entire cast are adults now. They started out as like 12-year-olds. They're all full-grown adults. Like, that's just kind of funny how long it took to finish this series. His gadget really needs some rework. How Dynamite players feel after hiding in a bush and stunning you, a chess player. Like, the thing is, bro, there's such a easy way to fix this that I've seen on a Reddit post like a long time ago. We've probably reviewed it more than once, but just make it so then if you hit only one stick, it does half the stun, and if you hit both, then it's like normal, or maybe you could even reduce that one a little bit. But like if you only hit one stick, which most people, a lot of the time they only hit one stick, just make it stun for half the time. Like add the stun to each stick, so then you can get worse, you know, if you don't hit it perfectly. So that's why Sugar Rush is removed. I mean, I was curious about why they removed it, but I feel like this isn't even it. And I believe they promised us a certain amount of candy in the first place, and we might have already reached it. Plus, we just got 100 candy. There was like a tweet Ash posted. I don't even know where these people find these things. Maybe it's in like the Supercell chats that I haven't checked often enough. But yeah, there are QR codes. Make sure you don't click on the wrong QR code. You could get like hacked. Make sure it's like an official creator who posts it. I could go find it. I'm gonna go find it. Okay, this is the official QR code. Scan it if you want. There's also a link. I'll just leave this tweet in the description for anybody who hasn't done it yet, but make sure you don't wait too long because then you won't get 100 candy. That's a whole box. I got this so then I can stock it up for later, for my big opening, where I will probably get nothing because I've still gotten nothing from any box from any event besides one skin per event, I think. My luck is terrible right now. But also, I feel like if we kept Sugar Rush and the Ziggy event, there would just be too much going on. Do I wish that Sugar Rush would stay forever? Yes, it would just be better, but like, it's a grind, bro. Like that plus the Ziggy event, maybe that would be too much. I think that's why they did it though, because as soon as this ended, the Ziggy event started. Like they always want one thing happening, which I like. This season, they did something right, bro. They always had something to do. And me likey, very good thing. I hope they keep doing that, but like not in a dumb way. Like this was actually a good way. I liked what they did here. By the way, Supercell, you can still fix your mistake and revert Kaze to legendary. Okay, I would ask like, why are we still on about this? But this is kind of true. Like we don't need ultra legendary. This is one of these things that like one of the hills I will die on. We don't need ultra legendary. Like you could just make like really flashy brawlers and put them on any rarity. And I'm still on the boat where rarities don't need to exist at all. Most other games, especially like MOBAs, they don't have rarities. They just have brawlers whose prices change based on how long they've been out. So it would just change for every brawler. Like when a brawler comes out, they'll be the most expensive, and then over time they'll go down slowly because the new brawlers will then replace that price. And there's no rarity. But that would be a problem because they'd have to like reimburse literally everything if they remove rarities. So it's kind of just one of those fundamental issues that will be in the game forever, and it will always be a bad thing for the game overall. Because I don't know. Yeah, that's just how it is. Rarities never should have existed basically, but they cannot remove them. Okay, we've got some bromance between the Electro Wizard and Ziggy. How are we feeling about Ziggy? Because so far, I've seen nothing but negativity about Ziggy, even just in my own comment section. Like, people, like, when I said, oh, Ziggy's gonna be good, people were like, what? Are you stupid? Ziggy's actually terrible. So, like, I don't know how to feel. I mean, I asked this question in my last video, but I'm just gonna ask it directly. Like, do we even like Ziggy? Is he fun? Is he good? Or does he just suck and does nobody like him? Because I think he's a cool brawler, but we're gonna get this off the screen now. What an experience. Okay, the Ziggy event. Stop quitting the game. We get it. You want Knockout to be picked. Oh, wait, really? People just want Knockout? Wait, why? I have had some people dodge though, specifically in Gem Grab, which makes sense because it's Gem Grab, bro. Nobody likes Gem Grab. Knockout though, I don't like Knockout. Like I would dodge if I were to dodge, which I haven't, unless I needed to because I accidentally clicked play. But if I were to dodge for a specific mode, it would be Bounty on that one map that I forgot the name of, but it's my favorite map. You guys know what I'm talking about because I've played it like every video. Kenji is very out of place in this picture. So this is from the new animation. Is he out of place? Oh, you know, I get, okay, that does make sense because all of these brawlers besides Kenji are like old OG brawlers who have kind of been in most animations. I don't even remember seeing Kenji show up in the animation at all. I guess I'll have to rewatch it. I didn't see him at all. Is Crow even here? Where's, oh, maybe he dies, or maybe, okay, yeah, because Piper cooks his children. Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know why Piper did that. I'm gonna be honest. She's kind of a freak. Oh, well, would you look at that? It's the exact moment I was talking about. What? Something I noticed in the ad. All right, there's gotta be more text behind this. Okay, there is. Piper is talking about Crow's eggs getting baked. Okay, are we talking about Brawl Stars ad lore right now? How did Crow lay eggs? That's a good question, bro. Maybe somebody else laid the eggs. I don't know, bro. A picture is worth 1,000 words. Griff, you're an idiot. This is basically what it's saying. You're dumb. Why are you trying to break an invincible wall? Maybe, guys, maybe he just wanted to break that one wall. Maybe he didn't want that wall to be there. Maybe he doesn't like it. Maybe it screwed him over once or twice. You ever think about that? Maybe that's why. All right. Are you serious right now, Supercell? Brawl Talk, people who are hoping for improvements in the game collab, and it just removes any hope of improvements. It's true. Every time there is a collab, that means that there is also an event, and that basically means that Brawl Stars allocates 70% of their time and effort and ideas into this collab to make the event good. Another round of temporary changes. Now, the game is not dead, all right? That was like one reason why I stopped Reddit, because like the game is not dead, but it made me believe that the game was dead with just how much was going around, bro. Plus the stats on Google Trends, they did reflect that the game was dead, but then other stats didn't, which makes absolutely no sense. I don't know how that even works. But well, the thing about it is, Google Trends was down so low because Brawl Stars removed every opportunity for creators to make content. Hi, Igor. Okay, so now that we're back in Reddit, now he's back in the setup, I guess I can't be like touching the tablet when, okay, whatever. But yeah, Brawl Stars, like, in a casual sense, there are still a lot of people playing because the thing that casual players liked was the casual stuff, like these collabs, the events. Like, they would just keep coming back for this, and like the dumb broken power-ups that would make them feel good because it's like powerful. That's what they would come back for. But the majority of players, like online, who actually follow Brawl Stars, it was dead for them because they removed masteries, they changed ranked, they changed ladder, they changed rank 35. That was another big one. Like, they removed all of these big content farm features that I never really used, but Corey, Connor, Wasim, all of the big dogs, they used it exclusively. Like, that's basically all they did. And now that that's gone, they haven't even been posting. And the rest of us, we are out of things to do because there is nothing for us to do besides play the current event that all the casual players are playing. But people are not very interested in watching that because, well, they can just play it. So, and it's just like, it's not like that new, you know? So I've just been trying to play the game as is and just do whatever the game wants me to do, and then also throw in like a couple Doom series, like my own challenges, my own little things. That's why I've been reviewing the Reddit, because I like, for a while I didn't even enjoy playing the actual game. I felt like there was nothing for me to do in the game. So that's why I did Reddit all the time. I'm gonna try and get back into Reddit a little bit, but not as much as I did, because it was like a bit excessive. I just really didn't like what the game was doing, and I felt like I had nothing to do in the game. Now I'm just playing exactly what the game wants me to play. I'm whatever they shove into my face, I'm going to play it for a video, basically. That's not what I did before. Anytime there was an event, I did not even play it for a video. I just watched other people occasionally or did nothing to do with the event. Like, I would just ignore it, and then I would just go to Reddit because I'm like, oh, this is boring. So yeah, that's why I did Reddit like constantly, because I just felt like I couldn't even play the game. But now I'm just making myself do it. Why does Ziggy tries to riz every girl that appears in front of him? Bro, I think it's working though. I don't think he's trying. I think he's just doing it, bro. They're probably trying to give him like Michael Jackson energy, because like it's just working, bro. Like, he's not trying. Clearly he's not trying, bro. He's just got it like that. All right, he's crazy. This Brawl Stars is gonna make a comeback. We're still on this topic. We're still on the topic, bro. This is what we never escaped with the Reddit. Is Brawl Stars gonna are they gonna make a comeback? Like, I don't even think that there's even a chance that it will just like come back up, because it never really dropped that far players wise. It just dropped for, well, I guess in our sense of like content. Will it make a comeback from this? No. The player base wise, outside of content, also no, because who else is gonna join from this? Like, it's not gonna like make a big boost, because the player base is already still here. They're just not consuming content. That's really the only difference. Brawl Stars players when no collab. See, yeah, the thing about it is, like, is this gonna be the topic for the whole video? I mean, I guess it makes sense. It just happened. So yeah, okay, never mind. I'm gonna shut up. That makes sense. But the difference between a collab and no collab is the expectation of what kind of content we're gonna get. We already talked about this a little bit, but like, no collab means we're probably gonna get like a cool event, like the one of the recent events. I don't even remember what it was called, but one of the recent events was really well done. I liked it a lot. And then with any collab, you can kind of just like expect certain things. Like, we're gonna either get broken power-ups, a broken brawler, or something along those lines with the Stranger Things collab. Hopefully there's something different, like maybe more boss fights. That would be cool. Don't want them to like milk that too much though. But again, more than anything, the expectation with the collab is that they're gonna focus too much on the collab, and we're not gonna get anything actual gameplay related that will stay after the collab ends, which is probably the biggest issue, because we desperately need something for people to do. Something for people to consume, even. Just anything, like a big, just delete records, bring masteries back, add some sort of grind. They did like the double tier max thing, where it just adds some little things onto your symbol. Nobody really cares about that, because it's not special. Like, rank 35 was special. It was that thing. There were literally so many shorts and posts that were just complete brain rot, but it was of Brawl Stars ranks. to people who don't even play Brawl Stars. It became like a phenomenon, bro. Like it was just, it like escaped the game. Ranks did. And they just deleted them. Like they should have just added rank 50, because if they added ranked 50, and like instead of tier max, just add ranked 50, rank 50. Tier 35 would lose its status, but then there would be a new one. And it would have kept the same momentum, and it had to keep the difficulty too. But yeah, it's over. I don't think they're ever gonna do it, which is really unfortunate. But I do hope they add some kind of grind that isn't just like dummy, like, oh, snooze fest, because I will not be doing it, but certain people will. Anyways, yeah, with no collab, we can expect more gameplay features. Like, if there was an update with no collab, I would expect that we would get like maybe even the new ability. So maybe the update after this next update, we'll get the new ability that's supposedly going to happen after all hypers are in the game. I think this update, we should get all the hypers. If we don't get all the hypers, that means they put too much time into the collab, because we were supposed to get all the hypers months ago, and that did not happen. So I'm hopeful that it will happen this update, and then by the start of next year, we'll get something new. But they also need to do an entire update, maybe even hire more people for this, to actually balance the hypers, because I feel like for the average, like, above casual player but below pro range, maybe even for the pros, the game balance just feels terrible, and it has for a while because of hypercharges. It just doesn't feel competitive, which is I've been trying to play ranked, but I might just wait until they do this change, because I heard that they will be doing it where they fix hypers. That's the hope. At least that is the hope, that they will fix hypers, and they will fix the broken ones, and then make the weak ones, like the useless ones like pearls, actually usable. That would be cool. What was the point of the early access update then? They added a Ziggy pack. It's basically the same thing as the original early access, but it's only on the website. And the thing is, they could have put this in the shop as well. Maybe they did, and I just didn't notice it, but they could easily do that. They can easily just do both. The thing about the new early access is the fact that players can get the brawler early by playing. And if they win every match, they'll get it guaranteed. But yep, they can get it early by getting it from a box. Like, you can still, it's still a much better system. And I think for like creators or anybody like that who just needs the brawler straight up, they just need it immediately, instead of having to spend like $100 on boxes, you could just get it with this pack, and you also get some other stuff that isn't that good. But like, I mean, I don't know. I don't even see how this is a problem. It's not a problem. It's genuinely not a problem, and I'm just gonna stand on that, because it's not a problem. You just gotta look at it for like straight on view. It's not a problem. It does not matter, because we can still get the brawler for free with the new stuff that they added. Pam is getting a rework in the next update. Really? Is this happening? Some older brawlers that haven't kept up with the meta will gradually get their rework, as happened recently with the Bull and other old brawlers. A planned rework for Pam is one of the reasons why she still hasn't received her hype. Dude, that makes so much sense. I don't know why I never thought about that. Wait, that's kind of crazy. Wait, a new system is currently... What is this post from? Huh? Where do I find this? Okay, wait. Is this real? I do not remember seeing this or anybody talking about this. Maybe Ray talked about it and I just didn't see his video, but this is like insane news, no? Like, this is kind of crazy. So Pam is the next brawler to get a rework, assuming that this is factual. It's probably from a tweet, and I'll go look for it after this video. But a new system is currently being designed to improve use PowerPoints. Bro, that's crazy. Like, that is so crazy, because PowerPoints have been the most like useless resource in any game's history for a very long time. There's literally no point to it, because anything that needs PowerPoints also needs coins. So what's the point? There is no point. But then everything that needs coins doesn't also need PowerPoints. So it's just like such a redundant thing. So I'm glad that they're doing that. I was really hoping that they would. The release pace of brawlers won't slow down for the moment, and efforts will be made to have new brawlers come out with hypercharge. I would hope so. If every brawler has a hypercharge in the new update, I would hope that the new brawlers would have a hyper. That would be really odd, having a new brawler when everybody else in this game has this ability, to have one that doesn't. That wouldn't make any sense. So I would hope that every new brawler would have that. Yeah, due to the increased number of brawlers, there have been discussions about increasing the number of bans in ranked matches, something that Adrian mentioned. Okay, so wait, this isn't, so this is all skepticism, or this is all, okay, so this is not an official post, essentially. something Adrian mentioned. This is probably from one of those things that Brawl Stars does where they like answer questions. So it's like semi-factual, I would assume. So don't get your hopes up completely, but also like, yeah, just don't believe everything you see on the internet. I'm gonna like go ahead and believe for this though. Because I hope that this is true. This all sounds like really good stuff. All right, we're gonna end the video off here. I'm sorry for anything I ever said about you, Supercell. Free skin. All right, so anytime you get a free skin, that's what you have to do. Anytime you've ever had a problem with Brawl Stars or Supercell, it's all gone. So hopefully at the end of one of these videos, I will get something from a box. And you know what? I'm gonna continue it. Even in the Reddit videos, I'm gonna open a box and I'm just gonna see what I get. All right, well, all I can open here is a pumpkin box and I'm gonna do it. I'm still gonna do a big opening, but can I get a skin? That's a 9. I think that's good because I think 7 was the... Okay, shut up. Oh my goodness!